Hello.
It hasn't started.
It doesn't?
No, it'll begin in 2 minutes.
Okay.
So that's good. Oh, wait.
I believe I'm live. As you can tell, I've never done this before. This is my first live stream. Hi, we are at Katrina Phillip's live free fitness Fridays. And I'm Katrina Phillip, and I've been in the fitness industry for a very long time. Ever since high school, really, I started teaching my mom's step aerobics class. They'd have me sub. I'd go with her almost every Sunday. It was like our church, and we'd have breakfast afterwards. And then into college, I would work at the rec center, and that's where I got certified for personal training and group exercise instructing. What? Yes, and then I moved to New York City, and that's where I started fitness training privately and teaching at very many gyms. I work with all types of people and dogs sometimes, seniors, kids, special needs, everybody. Today's class is called Stretch and Strengthening. It's a focus on balance. But before I get started, as you can see, I'm not in New York City. I'm at my family's lake house. And I just want to say thank you to my family for letting us be here during this weird time. This house has been in my family for 80 years. It was built in the early 1900s, I believe. And it burned down in the 90s. And thank you to my father and my Uncle John for rebuilding it and keeping it in the family. So thank you. Second of all, as you can see, I am live. I see myself. I don't see you. So please take extra care. Be hyper aware of your surroundings. As you're moving, are you going to hit anything? Are you going to bump into anything? Please be aware of your space. Also, be hyper aware of your body. How does it feel? How do certain things feel? Make sure that if anything feels uncomfortable, if you see me do something and you're like, heck no, then don't do it. If something hurts, just back off, be hyper aware, see what you were doing that might have caused that pain. Again, if anything doesn't feel right or is even just a little bit painful, back away. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, those of you who have my email, please email me. I would love your feedback. Yes, so today's class is Stretch and Strengthening with an importance on balance. Many teachers say, you know, we got to work our center, our core. What is that? Well, let me show you. It's a little lower than what many people think. If we look at our body, it's not our stomach, it's a little lower. It's kind of our gut. So anywhere between our thighs here to our midsection is our true center. So we want to engage muscles in our lower abdominals, our stabilizer muscles, our inner thighs, our outer thighs, our glutes, our lower back. These are integral muscle groups to engage for getting our balance. Another thing to focus on here is the placement of our head. Right? As we get older, we're always moving our bodies forward. Very rarely do we move backwards. So our placement of our head is integral, right? So being aware of where our head is. Not having it too far back or too far forward, placing it right on top of our shoulders. Another thing to be hyper aware about are the placement of our feet. If you take a look at your shoes, look at the insoles of your shoes. See where it's worn down in your insoles. Maybe it's worn down more at the toes or more at the heels, more at the sides of the feet. Pay attention to that and pay attention to today. Where do you put your weight on your feet? So I like to say the big toe is big for a reason. Try to focus your weight on your big toe and your second to big toe and right at the middle of the ball of your foot. That'll really help. Are your feet turned out most of the time? Are they turned in? Try to really plant them. Have the toes straight ahead, heels straight back, so you're even on those wonderful feet of yours. Some equipment you might need for today's class is a mat, maybe a few pillows, and maybe even a chair. For those of you who are seniors or older, we may be going to the floor today. So if going to the floor is hard for you, do not do it. What else? Let's talk about one last thing before we get started, our modifications. Here's a great rule of thumb. I will provide some modifications. But if I am not providing the right modification for you, here's a good little thing to know. Let's take, for example, a mountain climber. A mountain climber, I'm going to adjust my thing here a little bit, is when your hands are on the floor and your feet are back and you're bringing your knees to your chest. This really focuses on the core. Maybe some of you are like, Katrina, I can't do that. My shoulders, I can't hold myself up. That's okay. Let's take a look at this movement. If you cannot do this on the floor, bring yourself vertical. You can take the same movement and do it standing. Let's say Katrina, it's hard for me to balance. It's hard for me to balance on one foot like that. Go to the wall. Have some support. Bring your knee to your chest. It's the same movement, but you're not facing the ground. You're facing the wall. You're getting support. You're working that same area. Or let's say that's not good either. You can take that same movement, go to the floor, and bring your knee to your chest. Again, same place we're working on, just a different way of positioning our body. We're going to get started here. So here we go. I'm going to put some music on. You could find my playlist, if you like my playlist, on Spotify. If you search Free Fitness Fridays and Katrina Phillip, you should be able to find this playlist. Okay, here we go. Start with your feet nice and wide. I'm going to adjust this a little bit. Here we go. So feet nice and wide, feet parallel. Breathe on in. And breathe on out. Relax your head. Breathe on in. Soft knees. Breathe on out. Breathe on in. And breathe on out. One more time. Breathe on in. Breathe on out this time. Bring your arms up. Bend your knees. Bring your pelvis forward a little bit. Bring both arms to the right. And both arms to the left. Take one arm, really reach over to the right corner. Other arm. Good, take both arms, interlace your thumbs. Bring them both to the one corner and the other corner. Let go and side to side. Nice and easy. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. One arm and the other arm. Move side to side. Relax the head, relax the shoulders. Open up those arms, open them up. Palms towards me, towards the monitor. Beautiful. Now let's get a little lower to the knee. Don't worry about getting too low. Gorgeous. Both arms down. Bend the knees. Now balls of the feet, arms up. Bend both knees, arms down. And balls of the feet, arms up. Just a mini squat with a little elevate with those heels. Last one. Hold it here. Very good. Loose knees. Bring the arms all the way back to then bring them forward. All the way back and forward. Take your time. Don't force anything. Good. Reverse these arms all the way back to go forward. Relax the head all the way back to go forward. Go through your full range of motion. Let's go through our elbows. See how your neck and your shoulders feel. And reverse. Take it back. Good, now just the shoulders. Relax the shoulders forward. Relax the head. Big circles. And reverse, going back to go forward. Nice, side to side. I want you to just sway side to side like you're a little kid. Like you're 5. Good. Now here we go. Bring your toes and heels about hip width apart. Notice when your feet are wider, you're more stable. When your feet come closer together, you're less stable. So if you find you're a little wobbly with your feet pretty wide, just stay there. If you're doing all right, bring them, hip width apart. And if this is easy, try bringing your right foot in front. I'm hearing you. So bring your right foot in front. You're like an ancient Egyptian hieroglyph. And if this is not too bad, bring your back leg, that toe right behind your heel and go side to side. Squeeze your glutes. We talked about those glutes earlier. Maybe those inner thighs squeezing together and go side to side. Notice if your feet are rolling in or rolling out. Take your time. It's like your feet are on a balance beam. That one foot is forward, that one foot is back. Gorgeous, very nice. Bring those arms all the way up. Really squeeze your glutes. Interlace those thumbs. Bring both hands to the right. Good, and bring both hands to the left. Beautiful. Now open up those arms. Shoulders are relaxed. Think about that head. We talked about that. Try to step it right on top of that spine. And see if you can look to the right. Take a nice big belly breath in through your nose, out through your nose or mouth, and look to the left. Beautiful. Back straight ahead. And look up. In through your nose, out through your nose or mouth, and try looking down towards your toes without leaning forward. Gorgeous, back straight ahead. Bring your right ear to your right shoulder. Get a nice neck stretch. And try it to the other side. Beautiful, back into the center. Now this is a hard one. Try closing one eye. So you're winking at me. Try closing the other eye. Maybe try closing both eyes. Ooh. And open them up, very good. Now I want you to bring your arms all the way up, and I want you to flat back forward. If you need something to hold on to, please go by a wall. Good, and bring it up. Do that again. Go forward, flat back. And up, feel the stretch in that front leg. Last one, all go forward. This time relaxing those arms, relaxing the head. You're gonna roll it up vertebra by vertebra. Beautiful, feet nice and wide. Breathe on in. Let's do that all again on the other side. Breathe on up. Breathe on in. Breathe on out. Breathe on in. And breathe on out. Last one, breathe on in. Bend those knees, pelvis forward just a little bit. Going over to the left. And going over to the right. Taking your right arm to the left corner. Really stretch other side. Good, both arms. And other side. Good, double that for me. You got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4 more. 4, 3, 2. Good, one arm and the other arm. One and the other. Good, and bring it to the side. Really reach to the side. Now here we go. Opening up that chest, palms forward towards me. Beautiful. And one arm towards the knee and the other. Try to keep that head up. Try not to round through your back. Keep it nice and straight. And here we go. Bend both knees. Bend and extend those legs. Balls of the feet. Bend the knees. And balls of the feet. Long legs. Down. And up. 2 more. Down. And up. 1 more. Down. And up. Good job. Taking these arms all the way back to go forward. Let the head follow the hips all the way back and forward. Gorgeous. Reverse all the way back to go forward. Don't force anything. Pay attention. What do your shoulders feel here? Now go to the elbows. Elbows. Big circle. Big elbows. Reverse. Back. Gorgeous. And then shoulders forward. Relaxing the head, relaxing the pelvis, relaxing the knees. Good. And back. Woo. Here we go. Like a kid, swing side to side. Be careful of your surroundings. How are you feeling? Are you feeling steady on your feet? If you are, bring your feet a little closer together. That's not bad. Bring your toes and heels together. Gorgeous. But that's not bad. Bring that other leg in front. If you're following me, mirroring me, bring your left leg in front. About a foot away from your right leg. Have your feet very parallel, like an ancient hieroglyph. See how your feet are. Are they wobbling out or in? Now, if that's not bad, bring that right toe right behind your left heel. Long legs, but don't grip in the knees. Keep those kneecaps kind of relaxed, but keep those legs straight. Squeeze your glutes. If you find you're really wobbly, go to the wall. Have one hand on the wall, or maybe on a nice steady chair. Great, good work. Open up those arms, shoulders relaxed. Head right on top of the spine, looking to the left. Nice big belly breath. Oh. Now look to the right. Beautiful. Nice big belly breath back into the center, looking up. Keeping those shoulders right over those hips. Big belly breath and looking down. Are your feet in one line, like on a balanced knee? And straight ahead, ear to one side. Get a nice neck stretch. Woo. Good, and other side for me, other side. Good, back into the center, let's wait. Close one eye, hide it. All right, oh yes. Only if you feel comfortable, see if you can close your eyes. See where your weight goes on your feet. Good work, arms all the way up. Bring a little stem over to the left. Bring both arms over to the right. Squeeze those glutes, they help you. Beautiful, take these arms, swan dive forward, nice long back. Feel that front leg stretch. Good, and up. Good, and forward, forward. Good, and up. Last one, go forward. Relaxing those hands, relaxing the head. Roll it up nice and slow. Good work, nice job. Open up those feet nice and wide. With the toes, I want you to angle your toe to the side a bit. And the other toe to the side a bit. If you dance, we're in second position here. Don't force your toes turning out. Whatever feels natural. Bending both knees, breathe on in. Breathe on out, breathe on in. Breathe on out, toes turned out, breathe on in. Breathe on out. A few more, breathe on in. Breathe on out. Last one, breathe on in. Hold it up, bring this pelvis forward just a little bit. Bring both elbows to the left. And both to the right. Bring your right arm to the left side. Bring your left arm to the right. Good, both arms, bring them up, open them wide, and bend both knees. Keep your pelvis up and in, shoulders right over those hips. Now with these knees, don't roll them in or take them out. Keep those knees over the ankles. Hold it here. Little pulses. This is the sun god pose. Good, few more, you got 4. This is for the inner thighs. 3, 2, very nice. Try to lift your left heel up. Focus your weight on the big toe, second to big toe. And now try the right leg. 1 and 2. Do that again. 1. Lift the right heel. 2. Few more. You got 8. 7. 6. 5. 4 more. 4. Feel these guys engage. 3. 2. And 1. If you feel comfortable, see if you can lift both heels. Good. Give me a few more. 4. 3. Allow it to 5. 2. Last one. Ooh. Good job. Relax down. If you have a chair, you can bring your hands on the chair to that extent. If you have the flexibility to bring your hands all the way down, slowly extend your legs. Good, bend the knees. And extend those legs. Last one, bend the knees. Extend the legs, have those feet very parallel, toes towards me in the monitor. Bend the knees, roll up vertebra by vertebra. Take your time. Beautiful work, good job. I'm going to move my computer here so you can see the floor. There you are. Now here, we're going to go down to the floor. Again, you can do these seated. Think of those modification tips I gave you earlier. Feet about hip width apart. Take your arms all the way up. Bend the knees, bring those arms down. I want you to walk your hands forward so you're in a downward dog. Bum is up, arms are forward. Heels, try to reach those heels down. Bend one knee, relaxing your head. Bend the other knee. Bend one knee. Bend the other knee. 2 more. Bend one knee. Bend the other. Last 2. Bending one. And bending the other. Try to get both heels down, relaxing the head, relaxing the shoulders. Good job. Now slowly walk your hands forward so you're in a push-up position. Keep those shoulders right over those wrists. I'd rather have your bum too far up than too far down. Slowly bend your knees towards the floor. Relax your toes and child pose position. Now, if knees on the floor is not for you or you need extra cushion, this is where you can get your pillow. Bring both arms towards the left or right corner of the room. Left for me, right for you. Get a nice side stretch here. And let's try the arms to the other side. Relax your bum all the way to the heels, relaxing your head. Good, and arms all the way forward. I want you to bring yourself on all fours. Now I'm going to face this way. So here you go, you're on all fours. I want you to round through your spine and arch through your back. Round through your spine and arch through your back. Do that again. In through your nose, round through your spine. Out through your nose or mouth and arch your back. Do that again. In through your nose if you're seated. Relaxing the shoulders, shoulders away from your ears. It's a good one to do standing too with your arms on the wall. Let's do 2 more. Round through your spine. Arch through your back. Last one. Round through your spine. And arch through your back. Very good. Nice flat back. Suck your belly button into your spine. Hips and ears towards the right side. Hips and ears towards the left side. It's like you're a cat waving its tail or a dog. And other side. Ooh, I just heard a cat. Woo. And one more on each side. Why not? And last one. You should feel a nice neck stretch here. Beautiful. And back forward. See if you can elevate one leg. Circle that ankle out. Now, if you are not on all fours, extend that leg from your chair forward and circle that ankle in one direction. Circle it in the other direction. Point and flex that foot. Go through each bone of your foot. Good, and relax that knee up and in and down. Try the other leg. Circle that ankle in one direction. Do not arch the back. Keep that stomach up and in. Point and flex that foot. And bringing that knee all the way up to your chest and relax. Let's do that one more time. Extend one leg. Shoulders down, relaxing the head. Suck that belly button up into your spine. Circle that ankle out. See if you can elevate that opposite arm as lifted leg. Circle it the other way. Good, and relax it up and in. Other leg. Circle that ankle one direction, don't arch, round. Other way, see if you can elevate that opposite arm. Shoulders down. Bring it up and in. Relax that bum down, get a stretch. Woo. Now I want to do that one more time. So here we go. Bring it on all fours. Round. Arch. Now find a nice straight spine. Shoulders down. Relax the head. Do a head neck bobblehead shape. You cannot shake your head if your shoulders are up to your ear. So always keep those shoulders far away from your earlobes so you can relax your head. Elevate one leg, circle that ankle. Circle it the other way. Now if you're feeling ambitious, if you're feeling comfortable, try bringing the same arm as leg, open it up. Beautiful work. Relax that arm down. Bring that knee up and in. And relax. Try the other leg. Suck that belly button in. Circle that foot in one direction. Other direction. Slowly open up the same arm as leg. Bring those hips, open them up to that same side. Shoulders down. And relax. Beautiful. Bring that knee up and in and down. Good. We're going to bring it forward here. I'm going to have you bring your belly on towards the mat. You're going to relax one ear all the way down. Toes flop in, heels flop out. You're going to get a nice passive neck stretch here. Nice big belly breath. Now here we go. We're going to take one arm right to your forehead. Relax it down, head towards the floor. And I want you to grab your toe to get a nice hand, nice quad stretch, hip flexor stretch here. So I'm going to face this way just so you can see me. Squeeze your glutes, get a nice stretch in that quad and hamstring, or quad, sorry. And elevate your head up. And bring that arm forward. Elevate that same long arm as leg. Bring both arms forward, both legs back, so you're in a Superman or woman position. Breaststroke those arms all the way back and flutter kick those legs. Very nice. Toes turn in, heels flop out. Have the other ear all the way down on the floor. Relax those shoulders. Nice big belly breaths. You're going to have your other hand towards your forehead, grab that other foot, squeeze those glutes, keep that knee close to your long leg back there. When you're ready, elevate that head, elevate that leg, extend that arm, extend that back leg, nice and long and straight. Both arms forward, both legs back. You're going to breaststroke those arms all the way back. Flutter kick those legs. Relax the head. Hands underneath your shoulders. And bring your bum all the way back towards your heels for a child pose position. Nice big belly breaths here. Bring both arms to the left corner. Stretch your arm out away from your hips. And arms to the other side. Right corner, stretch your arms away from your hips, relax the head. There you go, back into the center. I'm going to move you. So we're right here. Maybe you can see me better. Oh yeah, that's way better. Okay, here we go. So now we're on the floor. Have your feet in front. And just relax your arms forward. Relax your head. Shake your head yes and no. And yes and no. Good. Take your one leg, bring it in towards your chest. And I want you to twist to one side. And twist towards the other side. Good, right here, we're going to have our arms forward. We're going to lower down nice and slow. Now don't let any feet come up. If you get a little shaky, you can always grab your leg to help you down. Arms up over your head. Take a nice big breath in through your nose, out through your nose or mouth, and bring those arms forward. Slowly come up. Good, very nice. Open up that knee to the side and relax forward. Little different stretch here when the knee is turned out. Good, I want you to elevate that bottom heel. What this actually does is it keeps that foot nice and straight, as opposed to if I relax the heel, that turns the toe in. So I want to lift that heel, just like a ballet dancer here, and I'm going to roll down nice and slow. If I need a little help, I'm going to hold my legs, maybe hold on to something to the side. And I'm going to take a nice big belly breath in through my nose, out through my nose or mouth, and roll it up vertebra by vertebra. Keeping those legs onto the floor. Good, and extending that leg forward, relaxing the head, yes and no. Let's try the other leg. Let's do the other leg. Other leg up and in. Sit nice and straight, shoulders up over those hips, looking to one side. In through your nose, out through your nose or mouth, and looking to the other side. And back forward. I'm going to bring my arms forward and I'm going to roll all the way down. Keep these shoulders down, chin to your chest. Look at your legs. Keep them on the floor. If you need any help, maybe grab the leg. Hold on to something on the sides if you have it there. Try to keep those legs on the floor all the way down. Arms over your head. In through your nose. Out through your nose or mouth. Arms up and over. Keep those legs on the floor. Hey, if you get stuck, roll yourself up. That's okay. Good, right here, take this lifted knee, bring it to the side, and relax forward. Where do you feel this? Where do you feel this in your body? Do you feel this in your hamstring? Do you feel this in your hip? Maybe you feel it in your back. That tells you something. So again, with this heel, I'm going to lift that heel up just to align my ankle and my knee. I'm going to ease myself down. Now, no kerplopping. Have it nice and smooth. Hold on to something if you need help. In through your nose, out through your nose or mouth, bringing those arms up. If you get stuck, roll up. But try to use your center. That's what we're working on today. Good, and relax that foot forward. Shake your head yes and no. Making sure those shoulders are down and your head is relaxed. Now let's do both knees. So here we go, knees about hip width apart. Feet about hip width apart, everything's aligned. Here's a little trick. You got that pillow next to you? You squeeze the pillow with your knees, you get your inner thighs working, and sometimes it'll even help with keeping those knees aligned with your hips and ankles. So it's like double duty. So here you go, arms forward, relax the shoulders. You're gonna roll down nice and slow without kerplopping. What's a kerplop? That's when you just go from one to the other. Try to make it as smooth as you can. Squeeze that pillow if you got it. All the way down. In through your nose, out through your nose or mouth, arms up and over, chins to your chest, and roll it all the way up. Now, if you get stuck, that's okay. You know what to do. You just roll away, but try not to. Good, and relax. Let's do that again. Rolling it down. Squeeze that pillow if you got it. In through your nose, out through your nose or mouth, and roll it up. You want to make it harder, try one arm. Relax your head in your hand. Good, and roll it up. Ooh, you're getting stuck. Use both arms or pull or roll up. Try the other hand. Squeeze that pillow, that helps. In through your nose, out through your nose or mouth, and roll it up. If you're feeling adventurous, that's when you try both hands. Keep the chin lifted. In through your nose, out through your nose or mouth. Come on, baby, come on. Ooh. There you go. Good, take that pillow away if you got it. Open up those knees into a wonderful butterfly stretch. Moving this away. I want you to stack your spine, one vertebra on top of the other, shoulders down. And I want you to look over to one side. Bring your chin down. Feel a nice stretch in the back of the neck. And bring it up. Do that again, bring it down. And bring it up. Our head and neck and shoulders is it's the first area where we lose our range of motion. Especially now with technology. But thank goodness for technology, especially now, right? Here you go. Bring that ear to the shoulder. Lift the chest. Ooh. Hold it here for a moment. Bring your chin all the way up. And all the way down. Nice and slow. All the way up. And all the way down. Last one all the way up. And all the way down. Good, and bring it forward. And back straight ahead. I want you to bring your arms forward and just relax forward. Get a nice stretch. Maybe bring both arms to one side. Give yourself a stretch. Try the other side, walking hands to the other side. Back into the center, and I want you to really roll vertebra from vertebra, that spine up top. Good job. We're going to go to the other side. I'm going to angle myself this way. So really bring that ear to the shoulder. Lift that chest up, shoulders down. Good, and lift that chin all the way up. Good, and bring that chin down. Nice big belly breath up. Lift the chest up. Good, and down. Last one, looking up. Good, and looking down. Right here, we're going to angle our head all the way down, dropping the chin, lifting it all the way up and down. Good, all the way up and down. Last one, up and down. Good, bring it back into the center. And relax forward. Beautiful work. Here we go. Let's get some further leg stretches here. I'm going to face this way. So I want your feet forward. Again, if you're sitting in a chair, this is a good one for sitting in the chair as well. Instead of sitting on the floor, you'd be on your chair. So those of you who are on the floor, we're going to get to all the way down to the floor. So think of that wonderful roll down. Good work. Bring your arms right by your side. Nice bridge here. So feet are parallel and squeeze that pelvis all the way up. Shoulders are away from your ears. How are your knees? Are they ducking in? Are they turned out? Keep them right over. your ankles. Suck that belly button in towards the spine. Bring one arm all the way up. Try to stretch that big middle finger further away from your other big middle finger over here. So those arms can be as long as they can. Keep that pelvis lifted and switch. It's like you're doing a backstroke. Good. For an extra stretch, you can add your head and switch. Good, and switch. 2 more, you switch. Last one, you switch. 1 more for good luck. Sure, why not? 1 more for good luck. Good, here we go. Both arms up. Lift that pelvis a little bit more and try to roll the vertebra back to the floor, vertebra by vertebra. Good. Bringing one knee to your chest. Hold underneath the leg, not on top. Especially for those with bad, not so great knees, or what I call weirdo knees. Bring your hands underneath your hamstring here and circle that ankle in one direction. As you can see, I love my ankle circles. They're so important. You could go quick or go slow, whatever's best for you. Whatever feels good, point and flex that foot. Very nice. And keep it flexed here. I want you to keep this knee nice and high. You're going to try to extend that heel to the ceiling. Now, don't worry about a straight leg. I don't care. I don't care how long or how bent it is. If you feel the stretch, you're doing it right. Good. If you can, maybe hold a little higher on this leg for more of a stretch. Turn the toe in. Ooh, you can feel that outside IT band get a stretch. Turn the toe out. You can feel the inside of your leg stretch here. If you want more of a stretch, carry this leg a little further wide. Good, and you're going to bring that leg all the way down, nice and long. Bring that knee back in and relax. Woo! Let's try the other leg. Keep those knees, keep those ankles a little further away from you. You don't want them too far in. Again, not so great on your knees. Have them a little away from you, okay? Let's try the other leg. Hold underneath that hamstring. Get that knee nice and high. Easy on the hips. Circle that ankle in one direction. If you hear any cracks, ooh, that's okay. Don't let that scare you. That's pretty normal. Just little air bubbles there. Point and flex that foot. Good. Now keep it flexed. Keep this knee rather high. Try to extend that leg, but don't worry if it goes all the way straight. Just be aware how long or where that leg goes and where you feel that stretch. Turn the toe in. Turn that toe out. For more of a stretch, bring it out a little wider. Woo! And relaxing that leg all the way down and around. Here we go, both knees. Hold underneath those hamstrings. Give yourself a little back massage. If you're seated, just give your bum a little massage. Go to one cheek and the other. Good, circle both ankles. Another way. Point and flex these feet. Keep them flexed. Give yourself a little extension all the way up to the ceiling. Turn the toes in. You can hold a little higher. Turn them out. Woo! Feel that one. Open up those legs to a happy baby. Grab your big toe. Maybe roll side to side if that feels good. And relax those feet down. Very nice. Here we go. Arms all the way up. Let's bring ourselves up nice and slow. Remember, if you get stuck, roll yourselves up. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Ah, there we go. Don't get too excited. We're going to roll ourselves down again.
Good, I want you to bring both knees to your chest. And arms, shoulders away from your ears. Open up those arms, palms on the floor. You're going to bring both knees to one side. Keep both shoulders on the floor. Look away. In through your nose, out through your nose or mouth, and squeeze those thighs together. Bring those knees up and in, and bring those knees to the other side. Keep the shoulders on the floor, relaxing the head. We're going to do this one more time each side. For a further stretch, squeeze those knees and thighs together. Bring them in towards your chest. Get that tailbone on the floor as soon as you can. Shoulders down. In through your nose, out through your nose or mouth. Bring both knees to the one side. Take your time. Look to the opposite direction for more of a stretch. Also, for more of a stretch, this top knee, you could extend it out forward. You can lift it up, feel that stretch in the hip, the outer hip, the IT band. Good, and bending that knee, keeping those shoulders on the floor, squeezing those thighs together, bringing both knees to your chest. And other side. Woo! Relaxing the shoulder all the way down, extending that outside leg, toe turned in. Really flex this foot and turn that toe towards the floor. Good, bending both knees, squeezing those thighs together, bringing it back into the center. Maybe open up those knees, other way. Walk it out. And let's roll it up. Good. Here we go. Why don't we do one more stretch? I want you to bring one knee back, one leg forward. Pull up my pants here. We're going to stretch this out. And you can do this position on a chair. You're just going to have to kind of sit side saddle there. But the whole point is squeezing the glute to then lengthen our hip flexor. So you're going to bring that knee back and you want to stretch away, bring that arm away from you. Good, and relax it all the way up. If you're here on the floor, just relax it forward. Nice big belly breath in through your nose, out through your nose or mouth, and you're going to roll it up. Take that back leg, you're going to cross it all the way over that bottom knee and try to bring that bum all the way down to then twist. Let's try a twist to the other side. So we're getting a little deeper here in the spinal twist. Beautiful work, and here we go. We're gonna just relax and go forward. This could be a tough one on the knees. If so, this bottom leg doesn't have to be bent. You could extend it. Kind of what we did before. This one really gets into those hips. And bring yourself up. We're gonna do the other side. So the other foot in front, the other leg in back. I want you to squeeze that glute, really stretch through that hip flexor, and you're going to bring that same arm, bring it away, almost like a little mermaid on a rock. Relax the head. And bringing that arm up and over. And then here we go. We're just going to bow forward, getting a stretch in that outer hip here on the other side. Now, how long do we hold a stretch? I get this question all the time. That's a good question. At least 10 seconds. 30 seconds is plenty. If you hold it for like a minute, you really don't need to do that. I think of it as breaths. So when we're fully relaxed, we can fully let go and stretching it further in the stretch. So think of like 5 nice calm breaths in through your nose and out through your nose or mouth. Here we go, and we're gonna roll it up. Taking that back leg, bring it over that knee if you can. If not, that's all right. I just want both sit bones on the floor if you're on the floor. Stacking that spine up vertebra by vertebra, twisting to one side. Shoulders down, lifting that chest. Good, and twisting to the other side. Good, and back into the center. You're gonna relax this top knee, even just a little bit, and bow your head forward. If you could get further, go ahead. This is about as far as I go. And keeping those shoulders relaxed, relaxing that head. And rolling it up. Good, we're about done. So what I want you to do, bring your arms forward, legs back. And you're gonna slowly walk those hands towards your feet. Get those heels on the floor. Bend the knees if you need to. Shake your head yes or no. Bend those knees a little bit. Feel how those hamstrings feel, how your body feels. And roll it up vertebra by vertebra. Keep those shoulders relaxed. And we are done. Thank you so much. I think I was backlit before. I think I was a little dark before. I kind of wanted you to see the lake. I thought that would give you a bit better view. But anyway, if you have any comments, questions, concerns, please let me know. Stay safe and healthy out there. Know that I miss you. And I love you. And thanks for tuning in. Have a good one. Bye. And stream. See you guys.